Okay, so good morning, everyone. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back in today's class. Today we are going to be start with some new topic. Okay, and that is little interesting topic I can say now. Okay, so what we did till now is all about the ServiceNow as a global application. When I say the application or when I say global application, I am putting one term here. It's called the scoping. Uh, I'm talking about the scoping part. Okay, what is the scope here? You are not allowed in my bedroom. That is a scope. You are not allowed in my study room. That is the another scope. You are not allowed in that country. Another scope. So, like in this manner, if we talk about this manner, then in service now there's a term called scoping, and we call this as a application scope. When you build any application for a particular set of people, it become a scoping. Okay, I show you something on the screen, then I will take you to the next part. This thing's called the custom application or called the scoped application. Okay, mainly scope is a bigger term, and custom come under that only. Custom says which does not exist in ServiceNow and you are building is called the custom application. Okay. And when you building that application, you put some kind of a boundary around that. It become the scoped application. So in today's, we are going to do the scoping part. Application. We are going to be create our own application. So like incident is one application, change is one application. So now we are going to be create our own application. In this, nothing new we are going to be do.
For Switzerland, against the Q4 estimate, the pipeline needs to get.
It's all the previous thing which we discussed till now. When I say the previous thing means we discuss table, we discuss service portal, we discuss workflow, everything will be used here. But the only thing which I want to tell you here that how the scoping part work is the main topic for today's class. Now, if I go here, if you click here, you can see application scope is global. It means if I create any table now, it will go to the default in the global application. If I click on this part, these are the scoped application. These are the scoped application. So like if you want to do any changes in change management ATF, you have to be use this scope. If I want to enter or I want to enter in a room, I should have a access for that room. That is a scoping. I should have a scoping access. Only then I can do that part. So these are the, and why the scoping is required. Okay, if I tell you, give you an example. Suppose you are shifting your luggage, you're shifting your flat from one place to the another place. You always put the household things or the complete stuff in a different carton boxes. Why? So that at the end, when you reach at your destination, if you open one box, you should able to know that okay, in this box I'm containing this part only. it is easy to identify that what has been left out. Suppose I have a 10 boxes and one box I miss at my previous place only. Now, if I open the 9 boxes, I come to know, oh, okay, this is not there. But if you put everything in a single big box, then it is tough for you guys to be identify that what has been left out. So that is the purpose of the scoping here. Clear everyone till this point? Any doubt? Anyone, any doubt, any question here, guys? Laura, Bhumi, Kachi, Deepika, Sneha, Kane, Abhi. Okay. Now, when I say that we had to be create the custom application, we need a platform to do that part. And ServiceNow give me a platform which is called as a App Engine Studio. This is the platform given by ServiceNow to create the custom app. When I say app, you can think any app, any application, any software you want to build by your own without using the ServiceNow tables or with using the ServiceNow tables. But that table, or sorry, that application does not exist in ServiceNow. It's called we created by the App Engine Studio. Now either you can click on Let's Go here, or you can click on the App Engine Studio here. This one. I click on this. Now, if you notice one thing, what is the scoping? I'm in the global scope. Let's say I want to create an application for the training management. My customer says that, okay, Avi, Deepika, Nupur, and Laura, I am dealing in the healthcare. Can you create an application for me to track my healthcare expired medicines? You said, yes, I can create. Then one option, you go here, create a table, do the moduling part, one option. Second option, because you know that maybe that customer is ServiceNow used by the multiple departments, HR, finance, and all the things are there. You don't want to show them that application. Then better, I will create a custom application for that particular area. So now these are the these are the 3 steps we have to be do. Add table, everybody know like how or what type of table you wanted. Add experience, service portal. Add automation, your workflow. Service portal or your catalogs will be reside here. Your automation will be come here. Your workflow flow design will be come here. In San Diego, ServiceNow giving a lot of new functionality in this area. You can watch that my video of this area and you can come to know. So now if few things which I'm telling very clearly, now it is a scope as a global. Now go here, I want to create my new app. Basic information. And I put my app name here. Batch 7 training. Like WhatsApp with the logo, you can put it. Outlook with the logo, you can put it. Anything you want to put, you can put it here. Okay. Training. Want to put logo, you can put it. Cosmetic one, I'm not going to do that part. Now I click on the continue. I am just creating a app. I did not define any table, any interface. Now, if you go here and just reload this page, you will be able to see that in which scope I am at point of time. See, I am in this batch 7 training because these are the custom. As soon as you create an app, the scope will be changed automatically. So now I am in the batch 7 training as a scope. This is a scoped application. You can see this thing has been changed, update set, because you are in a specific scope. So your update side will be changed automatically. Being a consultant, what is required for you to be understand? You need to be understand that how the process works. Nothing to be worried about this update sets or the scoping part. A basic you should know because in the interview it can be asked. But rest looks good. Now I have my application here. Now I want a data. I want experience. I want automation. I want a security. Looks like a catalog builder. Agree everyone? Looks like a catalog builder. Let's click on the
Yes, sir.
go to app home. Okay, what it's saying? It's saying add the table. Click on this. You can bring the table via Excel sheet as well. This is something new has been added by ServiceNow in the San Diego. You will find out in my training, or you can get a table from scratch. I click a table from scratch. Now it says choose a method to add a table, review and prepare the table, and table created for your. I said get started now. Now, if you remember on the day 1 or day 2, so not day 1, day 2, basically, when we discuss about the table, if I say I want to do it from the sheet, you can click here. And in your Excel sheet, if you have a specific format, you can use that part. You can create from the existing table. I want to use the task table only. Or maybe instead table is already built up. I want to use that same table. Or you want to make it from the scratch, you can do that part. No difference in the previous things. Remember, no difference in the previous thing. Hmm. Okay. So if you click on this, you can use the existing table like incident, change, problem, request, knowledge. If you want to make it from the scratch, you can click on the scratch. Remember the table concept. Everything is same, but one thing is bit different. Like I can say LNG. What is the meaning of this X here? Anyone has any idea? When you create a table in the global, it starts from the U. X. Tell me what this X stands for. Tell me guys what this X stands for.
Maybe to identify it as not a global table.
What do you mean by it's to be identified? It's not a global. If it is not a global, then what? Your answer is correct, but your terms are not right.
Is it custom?
Custom is one of the things. What else? Custom is actually we don't call custom. What else? If it is not a global, then what else? Custom is also right, but it is not custom the correct term here. Answer, I can say less. 80% is right. What is this? Scope. This X represent it is a scoped table. Custom is the application cane. Table is a scope one. The application I'm creating now, my application name is batch 7 training. That is a custom application. Under that application, you're creating a table, and that is a scoped table for me. It is just to identify within the users. U means it is a global application created by user X. created by user, but scoped one. This is the difference between X and U. This is the difference between X and U. Okay. Now make extensible auto number. You already know. Let me click on this auto number and I click forward. So now table is ready. But what about the table? Dictionary entries, columns, right? We need to be add the columns as well, right? Without column, you cannot proceed. Click on the edit table and come here for the addition or deletion of your field here. Simple, the same thing which we done in the table format. That is, I'm saying that application scoping don't have anything new, nothing new. It is all everything old which we discussed, but the way of using is little different. So you can go here, you can click here, add new field, you can do as per your requirement. It will be done and dusted then. You want to see the preview? Click on the preview here. That how my table look like. It will look like this format. Okay, this number is coming because we have the auto number as a true. Clear till this point, everyone? Any doubt, any question? Okay, good. Now, after the table has been created, field has been added, it comes to the experience. That how user will able to use this application. And I click on the add interface. Standard catalog item you want to build up. You want to build up a record producer. You want to build up a workspace. You want to build a portal. You want to build a mobile experience. I want that if my customer want to use the batch 7 training application, they should able to use via portal only. So in this, again, the same concepts came, which we discussed in the service portal. Get started. What is the portal name you want to give? URL suffix, I want to give this only. This is my URL suffix given by ServiceNow. Or you want to put something here, LNG batch. The only thing is that the portal will be accessible only via this link. /s/a number. This number has been created by ServiceNow automatically. This is an application number in ServiceNow database. You can put who can access this, otherwise all good, click continue. Your portal has been created. Now go to the portal configuration, add widgets, add anything you want to do that you can do at your end. Let it be created, then I show you that part. So my custom portal is there because I just created a portal. I did not add anything, widgets, no pages, nothing I added, but default it's clicking like this. If you want to edit this, you have to go to the service portal configuration and you can make your things editable here. Simple, nothing new is here now. Report issue, menu, this, all the things you can make a change easily. Clear everyone till this point? Any doubt? Anyone, any doubt here?
No, Atul.
Okay. Now let's proceed to the next step. Experience done? Done. Now logic and automation. It means we are talking about the workflows. Flows here. Basically, if you want to use the custom application, I personally recommend use the flow only, not the workflows. So ServiceNow says that these are some samples I am giving to you, which is already built up. What do you mean by this symbol? These symbols. We will discuss in the plugin part. Okay. Now, if you want to create new, build from scratch. Again, same funda flow. You have to be create your flow name, approval. You want to put any advanced options here, who can do, how to run, anything you want to do, which we discuss will be here now. Go make add the approval or notification, anything you want to do, and see it's a flow here. Go to the flow designer, edit this flow. Simple, which we've done. Nothing new is there. That is, I don't want to repeat the things. If you want to do, then create a small application for itself. Then Atlas security. Who can access this application? Who can modify this? And to do this part, I need a special role called the elevated role. Remember elevated role? This one, which we discussed on, I guess, in the beginning as well. So if you want to make a change here, you have to be logged in, or you have to be logged in as a in this area, what I can say. Security, you can edit here. Now the last point, which is called the launch. I click on the submit. Okay, what it says. App Engine Studio needs more setup. Ask your admin to check the pipeline configuration resistance. You can try to submit again or later. Okay, and this publish is not enabled for me. This error is coming because we did not set up anything in the background. We just created a name, nothing else we added. Okay, but the point is that, let's take example. If I add everything in the flow, okay, then I'm not getting this publish button. The reason is, this is the PDI. And whenever we need to publish any custom app, it means we need to host that. To host that, we need a server, right? Like if you want to publish your website, it means you want to host that website. If you created your gaming app, you want to put on the Play Store, it means you want that application to be hosted somewhere. So in PDI, this option will never available, because ServiceNow said that, boss, if you are doing a practice, like in our batch we have the 14 people. If 14 people will create an application like this only, and they click on the publish, then how big the server it is. So ServiceNow not allowed publish the app via PDI. If you want to do, you have to be log in into your official instance only. Only then you can get an option for the publish. This is all about the custom or the scoped application. Nothing new we did, correct, but the basic concept need to be clarified, that we done that part. If you want to add, modify, delete something, you can do that part. Want to add something new, one more you want to add, you can add it here. So anything you want to do, you can do to your side. Add one more flow logic. I want to use inbuilt one, this one. It is already there, so I can use that part. So you can do this thing. Everyone clear till this point? Any doubt, any question? Bhumi, Catchy, Deepika, Veer, Laura, Sarah, Sneha, Nupur, Kunal, Kane, and Avi. Bikula and Steve is not there, rest everybody is there today. Yes, guys, any doubt, any question?
Good.
All good?
Good.
Okay. This all good is little, what I can say, non-digestible thing for me in a quick manner. But because you have to do the practice, that is be must. At least get a simple application, follow the steps. In one of my discussion with one of the senior person, I say that boss, I want to become a developer in ServiceNow. He says not a big deal, you can. I said, tell me how I can become a developer. He's so expert. He told me only one thing. He says, Atul, if you go to the PDI and you are able to understand the code has been written, you become the developer automatically. He said there's a lot of things in the PDI, a lot of code in the PDI, a lot of stuff in the PDI, which a person, if study thoroughly, he will become the master of ServiceNow. There is I always encourage you guys, don't do anything special. At least do and follow the steps which I done. At least you should know, okay, this has been done by this manner only. So like if I show you in the data part, if I go to the data, I want to add more data. I showed you this option. You try this option. Import from the data. Try to this part. That what it do. We done the transfer map, right? Yesterday we done the transfer map. It is something similar only. Which field need to map? Which particular field in the table? Simple. What else we needed? Try these options, because in this training we cannot go each and everything in the depth. Yes, Vid, you have any question? Okay. So with this small topic has been completed here. Now I come to the favorite topic of Nupur, which she raised a few days back. Plugin activation. So first of all, let me back to my global application scope. And let me close this. Now it is not required anything. Okay. So now the question comes, Atul, what is plugin? How many of you use the phone, this OnePlus phone, OnePlus Node or something? Anybody is using that phone?
Extra SIM, you mean?
Sorry?
Extra SIM, you mean? I didn't get it.
Not extra SIM. A OnePlus Node phone. Or maybe I can say that the phone which don't have a 3mm jack to put the headphones, a wired headphones.
I have a node. There is no.
I'm using a phone which does not have a 3mm jack.
Correct. So now if you want to listen the music, what you do? Either use the Bluetooth?
Yes, either use a Bluetooth or the converter.
Converter, yes. So Nupur, your question has been answered here. That converter is the plugin there, which is just putting, and you are able to use the functionality as it is. It is enhancing the use of that functionality. So in ServiceNow, there's a lot of things which is given by ServiceNow. Let's take example. I said, okay, guys, I will provide the ServiceNow training. You all are happy. I said that if you want to become a BA, I provide you that training as well. But it will be chargeable. Not a compulsion. Then maybe take example, Bukola and Catchy and Laura came to me. Atul, yes, we want to become a BA. I said, okay, pay the fees and join my BA batch as well. That is a plugin on that functionality. So in ServiceNow, in our IT things, there's a lot of application has been built by ServiceNow, which are not useful or not used by number of customers. So they put that in the plugin area. Okay. Plugin. Go here and go to the plugins here. So plugin can be chargeable, can be free, can be subscription based as well. This thing all need to be discussed when you purchase ServiceNow instance from ServiceNow or from the service provider is giving you some updates there. Okay. So now once this list has been opened, so like if you see that I had installed human resource as well. In the meantime, it's open. Let me search here. HRSD like this one. How these HR cases are coming? Because I activated the HR plugin in my instance so that I can use the HR options in ServiceNow. Let's say that maybe in the beginning I say, guys, okay, I'll do just ServiceNow training. But now I'm extending the course little more. That is a plugin I'm giving to you on the top of that. Okay, let's discuss this thing. Let's discuss this thing. Let's discuss this thing. So this is a window for the plugin. A thumb rule everyone need to be understand very, very, very carefully. Once a plugin has been activated in ServiceNow, neither it can be deactivated, neither it can be removed. This is one of the rules which ServiceNow has on the place. So whenever you think that my company need a new plugin, think the business case very carefully and then go and install the plugin. Once plugin installed, you cannot deactivate. You cannot remove that plugin. It is up to you now. So let's say example, maybe Nupur and his husband go to shop for a mall for a shopping. Okay. By mistake, Nupur purchases a outfit for his son by understanding that it is 2 years, but it was for the 4 years. And his kid is only 2 years now. And that shop has a policy. No exchange, no return. Once it's sold, it's sold. So something similar we have here. So before you say, yes, I want this plugin, you should have your business case very carefully understand. Only then you will be able to do that part. Now the question comes, Atul, you are expert, you are in the industry for a long time in service. Now you know the plugins, how we should know. These things come only with the experience, guys. And by your R&D. You read something on the ServiceNow docs, and then you will be able to do that part. So like if I say activity formatter, it is the plugin which is already installed by ServiceNow. Which is already installed by ServiceNow. But if I want to install something new, let me show you something new here. Like after a few days, we are going to start with a new topic called the Customer Service Management, CSM. Let's install that particular plugin here. Okay. But before that, because if I start installing, I cannot install anything else on the place. So I show the option first that what are available, and then we can proceed further for this thing, plugin activation. Okay. If you see on the top here, good, it's open. So like I go here and mention customer service management. Okay. Now I need to see that which is the plugin required for me. CSM contributor, CSM this, customer service. This one is required for me. See, these things come from experience, so nothing to be worried. And what it say, it is a paid one. But it doesn't mean that in the PDI I have to pay for this. No. When you install this plugin in your system, in your official instances, in your production system, then you have to pay for this. So you can put a lot of filters here, free or paid. You want to see for the licensing part, which product family you want to do, you can do it from here. So let's example, I want to install this plugin. I have multiple options here. Number one, I can schedule the installation, that today at this time plugin should be installed. It's saying 6 o'clock because I guess I'm in the US hours. So 6 o'clock GMT it will start. Okay, so it will install that part. Maybe you can put your date and timings there only. I want after 1 week. You can install it. Or you can install here and it will be start installing here. Let me click the install here. When I click on the install, it is showing to me this thing, that this is all about this plugin. And when you install this plugin, few things I will be activating for you. Few things you already installed and few things I will be installing, and these will not be installed in your system. These will not install in your system. The reason can be not because these are the plugins are inactive. We have to activate these plugins if I want to use a CSM end to end. So maybe I can see, okay, what is be required for me? CSM with FSM I need? No, I don't want. Customer service case study, yes, I need this thing. Let me open in the another window. Okay, like this you can check. Service management, request management. So these are the different plugins we have. Activate, you can do this activation here. So now like I am doing this in my instance. Now what you have to be do in your instance? You have to be install the CSM plugin in your instance and try to install these plugin as well. CSM, service management, request management, customer service. What is customer service? We are missing something in the main as well. It provides these things to us. So multiple plugins are required for running one application. Now I click on the, before that, let me show you here. Find in store. Very, very important. Let me click on this find in store, yes. Sometime, let's take example that I as a customer told you, guys, please make a training application for me. Everybody say, yes, Atul, we can make it for you. But you will need to be think that is that application is already built up by some other company or not. And how you can do? You need to be go to the Finder store. Like we have an Apple store, we have a Windows store, we have a ServiceNow store as well. This is the place where multiple companies prepare the custom application. These are the custom applications only and sold out to the customers. So like I want for a training application, let me see. Search. Yes, training and event management. There's a company called On Backlog ED who created this application. But this is not ServiceNow certified application. It don't contain any ServiceNow symbol. Let me open that just to be clarified that thing. Built on now, yeah, okay, it is certified on. It is built on now, means this particular application has been built up on the ServiceNow tables only. And it is a paid one. How much paid? You can connect to the seller directly. That was, I want to use your application. How much you charge for that? It is a standalone application. There's nothing to be required to be installed for this one. This is compatible with these things. Custom table count. For this one, they created 61 table, custom table. So these things you need to be understand now. Okay, let me go back. So it is a now certified. See, now you can see now certified app. It means When I say certified app means this particular application has been built up by considering the ServiceNow principles of metadata, interoperability, security, and finally performance testing. You can see in this box, right? These things. You can ask for the trial as well. Hey, I want to try your application. If it's good, then we can proceed for the discussion. Maybe I can say I want to go for the attendance. Or present. So like this, you can see multiple apps are there. You will not believe that how many companies are building their app and selling on the ServiceNow store. Because we are on the PDI, so I did not log in as of now. I am not able to log in as well. Few are the built up by ServiceNow itself. So like you can see, this is the ServiceNow built up. This is ServiceNow built up. This is ServiceNow built up. You can see, okay, oh, it is a VMware, it is a Space Zero, consulting something. So all these options are available for you. Maybe I want to see for the this is a dashboard. This is another dashboard I can get. Whistleblower. It is very common subject nowadays in a industry. Basically used for the sexual harassments in this case. Whistleblower is one of the things. So maybe I click on this. Let's see which company created this. It is a paid, created by the Silver Storm solution, certified with ServiceNow. Paid hai ye. If you want to see the profile, you can click on the profile as well. That which is the company Silver Storm solution. So these are the things you can do it at your side. Maybe if you get a good application in your production system, you also can put in the ServiceNow store. Clear everyone till this point? Yes, guys, clear? Any doubt, any question?
Good.
All good, all fine, all fantastic.
Yeah.
So now, because there's nothing much I have on the activation plugin, but activation plugin is being a consultant is very, very good for you. Customers say, I need this thing. You go and do R&D. It is available out of the box, or it is available as a feature, or I need to purchase any app here. And then you can propose to the customer. So now I'll go here and click on the customer service, this thing. Let's put an installation here. It will take time because it's a complete module we're installing. You can do this part. I give you one plugin. Who is there? Nupur is back, right? Nupur, take a homework for today. In your instance, in your personal instance, you guys need to be installed CSM plugin, number one. You have to be installed the change risk assessment plugin. Number three, mass CI update. Third plugin you have to be installed. After installing the plugin, you have to go and check what is happening in my instance. When I say activate the change risk assessment plugin, go to the change module and find out what has been changed here. When I say install the mass update CI plugin, go and check that what has been happened in my instance. Clear everyone till this point? Any doubt, any question? Anyone? See, it is all doing the system upgrades now. Yes, guys, any doubt, any question?
So Atul, is the ServiceNow provide the beta version application on the store as well? Or it's complete certified or not?
Sorry, Kunal, थोड़ा सा तेज यार.
I'm asking about the beta version. Is the ServiceNow means showing the beta version application on its store as well, or it's only certified app?
It is certified apps only.
Okay.
So you can check. Maybe if I go here. I have option for the filtration here, right? You can check offered by ServiceNow or by the partners, which release it is, free, paid, additional filter you want to put. Maybe if they have option here, you can check it. That they have some certified apps or non-certified apps as well. I'm sure they don't have a non-certified apps. In which industry you are using, you can put it.
Okay.
Almost they did not publish any app until it is ServiceNow certified.
Okay.
Okay. So now it is getting installed here. Yes, Nupur, over to you. Any doubt, any question?
No, Atul.
Everybody clear? Any doubt? Anyone, guys? Tell me, it's your time.
I'm good.
Okay. So now you have to be install this in your PDIs, personal instance. Then you will know a lot of things about this particular stuff. Now I'm not able to do anything here because it has been stuck now. It take time. Let me go and check what next way in our agenda. So scoping done, plugins done. Okay. What should I start now? We have half an hour. Let's start this part. Pre-sales. A very interesting, complete theoretical. I'm putting this disclaimer very clearly, guys. The things which I'm going to be tell under the pre-sales as a topic, it's all about my experience, which I know, which I learned from my previous 7-8 experience in ServiceNow. I'm putting in front of you. Okay. For the more things, you need to be there for the ServiceNow Now Learning website to get it more certified or more detailed. But I can give you a crunch that how the pre-sales and the sales and the other teams work here. Being a consultant, if you are a ServiceNow BA, you want to become a BPC, you want to become a pre-sales, then this another 20-30 minutes session will help you to understand a lot of things here. But please remember this, it is a completely my experience and my knowledge, okay, which I'm going to share with you now. Now the question comes, what is sales? What is pre-sales? Which will come first, sales or pre-sales? बताइए.
I think
Obviously,
simply like kind
pre-sales,
of
sir.
One by one.
Obviously, pre-sale.
Why pre-sales, not sales? What is the difference between sales and the pre-sales? This is one of the topic which I pick up in the last batch only on their request.
I think sales is like
No, what's the question, Atul?
What is the difference
the
between
difference
sales
between
and the
sales
pre-sales?
pre-sale?
sales we are doing that kind of like the product is already available, which is completely ready and we about to sell this one. You know, but in that case we are doing the sales and pre-sales you can say that we are definitely right. before starting any application, we start the discussion on something on that. So we get that.
Okay. What you say, Laura and Sarah? What is the sales and what is pre-sales?
I think so.
Little bit louder, please. Sorry.
Okay, 1 minute. I think the sales are stuff you make available before the original sale, like a demo sale before you make the original sale.
Okay. Virendra, what do you think? What is sales and what is pre-sales?
Sales, before you approach for the sales, you internally consolidate all your capabilities. One or the preparation that you do to face yourself before the customer, before facing the customer. Like, I mean, consolidating all the capabilities that you have. What is your portfolio or catalog that you have? What services you can, and what is the price back mechanism?
That is a theoretical part. What pre-sales do then?
Then you do the appropriate due diligence of the customer and how to make the sales against the RFP that the customer has already released. So that is
then what sales do?
Sorry.
Then if you are saying that to make a sale, then what sales people do?
Sales people actually do the appropriate follow-ups and do the final presentation, do the pricing models done, and yeah, that's all.
Okay. Let me put a question in front of you guys. A very, very, very interesting question. Okay. This question has been asked. Yes, Avi, you have a question. Sorry, I missed out your hand raise.
So, sir, I'm saying that in my opinion, sales is something, let's just say a product, or let's just say an application which is available for each and every customer is like sale. Maybe it's paid, so that's a sale. And the pre-sale is like a particular app which is available for some certain peoples in the
No,
initial stage to
no,
get the
no,
experience. No,
no, no, no, no,
then
no.
I don't know.
Oh.
Okay.
This question was asked to me with a very senior person in one of the company. I was appearing for the first time. I was appearing for the pre-sales consultant role, approximately a year back when I was in some other transition. So I was appearing for this role because I don't want to go in the BA role, and I thought let me try my hand dirty in the pre-sales area. Then I appeared for the interview, and that person was very, very senior, a good guy, a good reputed person in that company, and he was leading that completely pre-sales tower. He asked me one question, Atul, what do you mean the pre-sales? I said pre-sales means that when you go to the customer side, you give them a demo, you show them some value, and then you convert that into make them that it should be converted into sales, but it's not your responsibility that sales will be done or not. He said, okay. Then he asked me, if you want to tell to your wife in a one line that what job you do as a pre-sales, how you will tell. And believe me, I was not able to answer that question. I was trying putting a lot of things like you put, the people do capability check, they do this thing, they do this thing. He said, come on, I say only one line. I don't need the paragraphs of the stories here. I was not able to answer it. He says that is a pre-sales. If you speak one line, done and dusted. You should not try to build a story in the background. And that is the work of the pre-sales. I'm not going in the marketing term here that what is the sales, what is the pre-sales. No. In ServiceNow, we have a specific role called the pre-sales. Okay, I'm sure in other companies also, in other products as well, we have the pre-sales part. But what I understood from my experience, again, I'm putting this disclaimer very clearly because a lot of people watch these videos as well on the YouTube. It is all about my experience, my thought process, which I think pre-sales is the one who get little update from the sales team that these are the potentials, what I can say, leads These are the potential leads who are looking for ServiceNow in their company. Please prepare a kind of a presentation, show to them, rest we will take care. So what a pre-sales guy do? Okay, it is a topic, but don't think that it's a very big topic for everyone. It is all about the experience only. What a pre-sales guy do? Suppose I said, okay, Virender, let's take example. Virender is running his own YouTube channel of the music. He's a music producer. He's a writer as well in his real life as well. Okay, I saw that Virender needs some mechanism to track his music records, his issues or editing part. I understand that requirement and I go to, before I reaching to Virender, I prepare a deck. What deck? I cannot share anything here on the screen, guys. Very clearly, I'm telling you, I cannot share anything on the screen now because that is completely very confidential and very official. So I cannot do, but I can give you the glimpse here. So what I will do, I'll prepare a presentation for Virender. In that, I will show that in the music industry, how many producers are there. Let's take example for the India and specifically for Virender location in Hyderabad kind of or South India, I can say. Then I'll say that out of these 100 music producers, 40 or 50 are very successful. Rest 60 are not much successful. The reason can be low quality recording. The reason can be not in a good editing parts. Reason can be not able to track the open issues. Multiple reasons can be there. If I do this comparison, I'll collect this all information with facts and figures, guys. I'm telling you, pre-sales guy never say I think, no, I assume, no. Boss, these are the facts and figures. I'm doing my PhD. In PhD, it was very clearly told. There's nothing called a researcher can assume. He always talk about fact and figure. 99.99% survey says that women are good listener. Men are not. I was in our society. There's some screen is going on. So there's a mention that a male can read smaller font than a woman, but a woman can hear small talks in comparison to the men. So we have to prove that. So let's take example that if tomorrow I am going to be deploy ServiceNow, not deployment, so bahut baar ki baat hai. I want to sell ServiceNow to an airlines company. You know that how big airline company, their business and all the things. So I need to prepare a kind of a presentation where I can show the facts and figure that in the last 1 year in completely air industry, we have a 200 or 300 hours the downtime, due to which flights need to be rescheduled, flights need to be cancelled, customer need to be wait, all the things will be there. So once I prepared all these things, I present to my potential customer. I'm not saying customer, potential customer. But we are the human being. If I go and talk to Virender, or maybe I can say I go and talk to Laura or Bhumi, hey, can you purchase a ServiceNow training from me? He says, Atul, how much the cost? I say, this much is the cost. The first answer as a human being, nah, it's too costly. It's a fact, right? Everybody, I'm sure everybody agree on this part. If I give you a figure upfront that guys, I'm charging this much amount, what do you think in your what first point come in your mind? Oh, it's too big. Sorry, it's too costly for me. How many are agree on this part? Virender, Deepika, Laura, Sarah, Sneha, what do you think? Are you I agree on this part? Because you are my potential customer. I need to be sell my trainings to you. Otherwise, how I will earn? Say yes or no at least.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then how I'll make sure that you guys take a training from me only? What extra I need to be do it here? Anyone has any idea? Yes, Kunal. I want to say yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kunal. Go ahead.
If research on the things we work on, and the same thing telling it someone is doing, then what is
Kunal, can you keep your mic little far from your mouth? I'm not able to understand your lines completely. Little bit far.
it is okay?
Yeah, now it's fine. It's very clear as well. Go ahead.
So I am saying you do some research on the same topic thing, like
Research we done. See, research I done. That in let's say I want to sell the service now to Virendra music company. I showed that in your industry, you're working in the industry for the last 2 years or 3 years, and your total outage is the 5 hours or the 7 hours. Due to this, your releases has been delayed. Your music album has been delayed. He said, sorry boss, I'm not interested in a product. What should I do now? What other research I should do? What other method I should use? Kane, what do you think now? People says, yes, go ahead.
First thing you can point it out, what is the reason behind the delay actually? Okay, so I think
how you point it out? Do you have anything in your bucket to prove?
Yeah, some kind of tracking or
okay, I'll give example. Kunal, give me your all income details. I will evaluate and give you the exact things that where you're falling. Will you give me your income details? Never.
No, it's a confidential solution.
Then how will we do this part? Think you are also a customer. Think. Right? My point is valid, right? If I go and talk to Virendra, hey, give me your complete 3 years balance sheet, I'll show you that where you're going wrong. He said, come on, get out from here. Why should I show you my financials to you? You are the pre-sales. Your point is valid. You have to do some R&D, but how?
So might be we can go through the past details. Those are the published and go through.
Okay. One option.
Yes.
What else? Okay, I'll just keep you hold for some time, Kunal. Anyone else? What do you think? You know that when we go in the shopping mall, specifically in the electronic shops, that guy says, sir, purchase this refrigerator. It costing rupees 30,000 or 60,000. But if you use this refrigerator, you can save 10% of electricity. You can save 5% of space. You can save 30% of maintenance charges. And then you feel good. Oh my God, I can save 10% on electricity bill. You feel happy because you are seeing the money benefit here. He did not ask you, sir, how much you are earning, how much your bill. He did not ask you anything. But he put these figures in front of you, and you start, and your mind starts melting on his things. Now, in this area, I'm specifically again talking about the ServiceNow only. There's a concept called the Forrester value in ServiceNow. Forrester or the REST Forrester. Yes, this one. I was reading this thing. You will not find this information anywhere on the YouTube very easily. This is all about my personal experience I'm sharing here, guys. This is called the value calculator, and this concept called the Forrester customer value creator. I will give you only high level. We're not going anything deep here. Now is the place where you can win the deal. Let's take example. I want to sell ITSM to Virendra and company. Okay, let me go and select the ITSM here. Separate module here. Okay. Now, if I want to go for the ITSM part, click on the next here. Now, in the ITSM, what we have? We have incident, we have change, we have problem, we have request, we have knowledge, Everybody agree or not? I need your inputs. Make this session interactive, guys. Otherwise, it's not a like a lecture only. It should be interactive. So now I'll ask to my customer, or maybe just on the high level. I said, okay, in your company, how many people are working? Say 1 lakh people are working in my company. Okay. How many annual critical outage you had in the last 1 year or 2 years? Say approximately 30. Now you can ask this. That is a wrong question. You should know this thing as a consultant, as a pre-sales. You should do this R&D. Read about the company detail. Read about the in the newspaper. If I show you that how this case studies help. Air industry outage in India newspaper. This one maybe can help, like this. Not this one. It's not in the Nadia. Come on. I'm looking for some kind of paper cutouts like this. Let's take air pollution. These figures will help you to identify. Try to find out, like if I say Air India annual flight cancel. Go to the news and find out that how many times Air India cancel his flights, how much loss they have due to that. Okay, so these things you have to be find out earlier, because customer will not tell. If you have a good relationship, only then he will tell. But you can read the company history, read the company performance, and then you can put these figures. Okay, how much the major outage cost to you per hour? He says, boss, it's costing me 10,000 rupees. Per hour, I'm losing 10,000 rupees. Okay, annual incident you are getting. I said I'm getting 7 lakh annual incidents. Critical outage, let's take it this sum as well. Now, how much you pay for the L1 who is taking your call? It is an approximate amount. I said, say, I'm paying $90,000. How much you pay for the L2? I say I pay 1,20,000. How much time is spent on the cab meetings? Because in ITSM it includes change as well. I said I'm doing 100 of cab meetings. How much you give for L3? How many annual requests you done? Don't be confused. Try to read this thing after this class, and then when you get this information, click on the calculate. And now I can guarantee you, if you are a good pre-sales consultant, this will be a deal for you. You can tell to customer here that, boss, if you use ServiceNow ITSM, you can save up to 55% of your cost. Rest-like system, specifically this much you can able to save. It doesn't mean that you can save only 1 day or 2 days. No, this can be 2 years, 3 years, or 4-year plan. But yes, this much saving you can do. Increase productivity. 4,45,000. Sorry, 4,45,886. This much you can do a saving on the productivity part. IT efficiency increase. Impact on outage will decrease, and other benefits. Now, if you put this figure in front of the customer, he will definitely make a think on that part. And this is the key value for the ServiceNow pre-sales consultant. Every ServiceNow pre-sales consultant use these facts and figures. I put a lot of big numbers. Let me reduce a number like this, so that it is easy to read for us as well. Now calculate. Now it is easy to read, right? 1,36,370. Sorry, 13,63,750. This much, 82%. See, it was 55. Now it is 82 because of the figures has been changed. This Forrester value is very important. And this is you can see here the all figures excluding a safe workspace, and this are the metric based. They have some calculation in the background. Maybe if you go here, go back. Customer want to purchase field service management, or customer want to purchase hardware asset management or human resource. Then you can do this part. He want to go for the app engine. So for these points, the question will be different. See, the questions are different here now. Only 6 questions are there. If I take these values, let me click on the calculate here. Just taking the default values. So see how much I can save. Total saving is this much. If I use the Now Platform App Engine, I can save this much amount. It's showing annual, but things can be discussed in the later on. It's annual or in the 2 years, 3 years, because multiple things are there. As of now, I'm just putting a much bigger picture here. Let me come back here. I'm sure nobody's sleeping now.
No.
Kunal, what's your point now? And one more thing. Sometimes what happens when you show this figure to the customer, he still says, sorry, I don't want to buy ServiceNow. Don't fight. Don't argue. That's fine, no problem. I saw many experiences in my life. Many customers I saw. In the beginning, they say, we are not using ServiceNow. After 2 years, they are on the ServiceNow because they realize its value. I'm not doing any sales pitch here. I'm not encouraging or doing something on the ServiceNow perspective, but I saw this in my experience. You can go and check on the Google, on the ServiceNow sites. Customer who did not purchase ServiceNow, but now they're the ServiceNow customers. It includes banks as well. It includes telecom industry as well. It includes health services as well. Many are there. But for our session, this is all about our pre-sales part. Now open for the question. Any doubt, any question, any clarification? It's all about experience, guys. You will not able to learn these things from anywhere until either you work in this area or you know someone who can little bit guide you in that area. Books, notes, blogs, nothing will work here. Nothing. Daytona, Kane, any doubt, any question? Nupur, Avi, yes, Kane, go ahead. All okay, good. Nupur, Avi, Kunal.
No,
Okay,
Atul, I'm okay. Yeah.
Deepika, Kachi, Bhumi.
No, Atul.
No,
Sneha, Sarah, Laura, and Veer.
good.
I'm good at you.
Good. Okay, so let me stop the recording here now.